So I had a call come in, and this guy was like, hey, my brother just passed. I don't know if he has an insurance policy with you guys, but I just wanted to call and check because I was looking through some of his documents. I'm at his house, and I just wanted to rule it out. So I started to pull up his information after I apologized or, sent my condolences. I don't want to say apologize, but and I was like, yeah, he does have a policy, but I can't give you any information because you're not the beneficiary on the policy. So he was like, okay, that's cool. Who's the beneficiary? And I was like, it's somebody by the name of Alexis Wilson. He was like, oh, Alexis, that's my niece. I'll give her a call and tell her to give you guys a call. So the next day, coincidentally, I get Alexis on the line. She's visibly upset because her father passed. And she was like, from my knowledge, my uncle just told me he has a policy with you guys. I just hope it's enough to bury him. That's all I need is just enough to bury my father. My mom didn't have a policy. I just want to make sure it's enough to bury him. So there's a fly flying above me. So I was like, that's understandable, Miss Wilson. Let's go ahead and file the claim. We filed the claim and all that good stuff. And she was like, well, is it okay if I ask how much the policy is? I don't know if I can even ask that information because it's not my policy. And I was like, sure, we can provide you that information. And she was like, I just want it to be enough, just enough to bury my father, just at least 5,000. So I look up the policy, I bring it up, and I was like, okay, well, from what I'm showing here is your father had a $150,000 life in policy. It got so silent on that call, and I was like, hello, Miss Wilson, are you still with me? Hello, Miss Wilson? She started crying, you guys. And she proceeds to tell me the reason she was crying is because her father kept promising her that she was going to be able to open up her salon. And she was like, I don't have the money. I don't have the credit. I can't get a loan. And she said before he passed, he kept saying, don't worry about it. I got you. Just know when the time comes, you'll be able to open up that salon. This was the money that he left her to open up the salon. A $150,000 life insurance policy. And I say that to say this because I get a lot of calls day in and day out with people who are calling and their parents didn't leave them anything. Generational wealth starts with life insurance. If you want to build generational wealth, you need to get a life insurance policy, hand it down to your children. They need to get one for their children. They need to get one for their fathers, their mothers, their grandparents, whomever. That's where it all starts. That's where it all starts. And even though she was visibly upset, her father left her something for her to start generational wealth.